Good morning friends, welcome back to Panika Tutorials. In this video, I want to discuss a GATE question which came in the year 2018 related to banker's algorithm. This kind of questions will help you to understand the concept in a better way. So I request everyone to watch the complete video for better understanding. First let me read out the question, then I will discuss the solution with you. Look at the question. Due to space issue, I have not written the complete question, but however, I have written all the important points to solve the question. They have given 4 poses such as P0, P1, P2, P3. They have given 3 resources E, F, G. And this is the allocation matrix and this is the maximum requirement. What is the meaning of allocation matrix is for the process P0, one instance of resource E and one instance of resource G has been allocated and 0 instance of resource F has been allocated. So this is the meaning of 101. Meaning is that one instance of E and G have been allocated and there is no allocation of resource F. But process B0 needs 4 units of resource E, 3 instances of resource F, 1 instance of resource G. This is the maximum requirement to complete the task. Similarly, P1, P2, P3. So this is the maximum requirement. However, this is the allocation done till now. After allocating the resources E, F, G to the process P0, P1, P2, P3, these are the available resources. So 3 instances of resource E, 3 instances of resource F and 0 instance of resource G are currently available. Now with this availability, they are asking which of the following is true. They have given 4 statements. We need to solve the question and find out what statement is right. Look at the first statement. The option A is saying that the system is in safe state. Meaning is that with this allocation and with this requirement and this is the availability, with the availability of these resources, we can allocate to the process and complete the task. Is it clear? Then we will say that the system is safe and there is no deadlock at all. Now option B is saying that the system is not in safe state but requires one more instance of resource E. Is it clear? What they are saying is that with 330 you cannot make the system safe and they are saying that with 430 you can make the system is safe. Is it clear? So this is the option B is saying. Look at the option C. The system is not in safe state. With the availability of 330, the system will not be in the safe state, but requires one more instance of resource F. They are saying that with 330, the system is not safe. They are saying with 340, the availability, if the availability is 340, the system will be in the safe state. Now, option D, what they are saying, with this availability, the system is not in safe state, but requires one more instance of resource G. Meaning is that they are saying with 331 the system will be safe. So now we will look at with this availability 330 is safe or not. So we will look at whether option A is right or wrong. If option A is right, option B, option C, option D will be wrong. Is it clear? So now let me solve the question for you. If this is the maximum requirement to complete the task and this is the allocation, now you need what number of resources for the P0, P1, P2, P3 to complete the task, we will find it. So the requirement is, let me write it for you. The requirement is max minus allocation. So E, F, G. Is it clear? So now let me find the P0. What will be the requirement? So if this is the max, 4 minus 1, it needs 3 more instances of resource E to complete the task and 3 more instances of resource F, 1 minus 1. So 1 is the max requirement and allocation is also done 1. So it does not require resource G to complete its task. Come to the P1. 2 minus 1, 1. 1 minus 1, 0, 4 minus 2, 2. Is it clear? Coming to the P2, 1 minus 1, 0, 3 minus 0 is 3, 3 minus 3, 0. Is it clear? Now look at the pre-3. 5 minus 2 is 3. 4 minus 0 is 4. 1 minus 0 is 1. So this is the requirement of process P0, P1, P2, P3. Now we have the availability is 330. So we have 3 instances of resource E, 3 instances of resource F, 0 instance of resource G is available. Now with this availability, we need to check, can we satisfy the requirement of P0 or not? 330, yes, it needs 330 and even we have 330. So we can satisfy the requirement of P0. Now can we satisfy the requirement of P1 or not? P1 is 1, okay. For E we can satisfy. For F we can satisfy because it does not require the resource F, but we have the 3 instances of resource F. But it needs 2 instances of resource G. We does not have 2 instances of resource G. So P1 we cannot satisfy. Is it clear? Now look at the P2. P2, 0, we have 3, no problem. 3, we have 3, no problem. 0, 0, yes, even P2 we can satisfy. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? Look at the P3. P3 is 3, 3, available 3. Its requirement is also 3, we have 3. Its requirements of resource F is 4, but we have 3. So P3 we cannot satisfy. So with the availability of 330, we can currently satisfy the requirement of P0 and P2. Now let me give to any one. Let's check it. So I will give the allocation to the P0. If I allocate to the P0, is it clear? Its requirement is 330. Is it clear? I have given all the things. Now I will have 0, 0, 0. Am I right? Because I have 330 and I have given all the resources to the P0. Then it will have 431 and its requirement is also 431. So it will complete the task and then release the resources. Look at here. Any process will request for the resources and it will use the resources. Once the task is completed, it will release the resources also. So 330. So what we will do is that we have currently available 330 and among that we have given the 330 to the P0 and extra 101, meaning is that if you given 330 with P0, you will have 431. The allocation will be 431. Am I right? So if it completes that one, we will have 431 availability. Am I right? Because once the P0 complete its task, it will release all the allocated requests. So P0 is completed and the current availability is 431. Are you able to understand it or not? Because 101 will be released. Okay. Now if you have the availability 431, can we satisfy the P1 requirement or not? We cannot satisfy the P1 requirement because it needs 2 instances of resource G, but we have only 1 instance of resource G. So we cannot satisfy the P1 requirement. Look at here. Can we satisfy the P2 requirement or not? What is the P2 requirement? 0, 3, 0. We have 4 units of resource E, 3 instances of resource F and 1 instance of resource G. So we can satisfy the P2 requirement. We will see, can we satisfy the P3 requirement or not? It needs 4 instances of resource F, but however we have 3 instances of resource F. So we cannot satisfy the P1 requirement and P3 requirement currently. So however we can satisfy the P2 requirement. Let's consider that even we cannot satisfy, just I am telling, even if we cannot satisfy the P2 requirement with this availability, then we will say that the system is not in safe state. Is it clear? I hope you are able to understand. However, currently we are able to satisfy the P2 requirement. So the current availability is 431. Okay. and I have allocated the resources 102. Let's consider that. If you want to understand, I have given 102 to the P1. Am I right? Now the availability is 33. Oh, we can give up to the P2, not P1. Sorry for it. We can give to the P2, okay, which will be 030. So we have available 431 and we have given 030 to the P2. So the availability will be 401. Am I right or wrong? And what will be the allocation matrix for the P2 will be 133 because we have given 030. So it will be 133 and its requirement is also 133. So it will complete the task and it will release the 133 resources of EFG. So it will be, so the availability will be 5, 3, 4. Are you able to understand? Like this you can calculate, or 4, 3, 1, you have allocated the requirement and you will get 103, you add to this one, 103, if you add, it will be 5, 3, 4. Is it clear? So like this you can calculate. See, this is the availability you have given and extra you will get it because it will release this 103 also. So it will be 534. So now the allocation will be, means the availability will be 534 of resource E, resource F and resource G. So we have allocated to the process P0 and completes the task, and then we have allocated to the process P2 and it completed the task. Now with this availability, can we satisfy the requirement of P1 and P3? We will check it. Now look at the P1. P1 requirement is 102. Are you able to understand? 1 unit of resource E. Yes, we have. And then 3 units we have, but it does not need the resource F. So we can satisfy. And it needs 2 instances of resource G and we have 4 instances of resource G. So we can satisfy the requirement of P1. Look at whether can we satisfy the P3 requirement or not, because it needs 3 units of resource E, we have 5, and it needs 4 instances of resource F, but we have only 3 instances of resource F. So we cannot give the 4 instances of resource F to the process P3. So we cannot satisfy the requirement of process P3 currently. Is it clear? So what I will do is that I will give the resource to the process P1 and the current availability is 534. Is it clear? And out of that one, I have allocated 102 to the process P1. Currently the allocation is 112. If I allocate 102, it will become 214. So the allocation of the process P1 will be 214, and this also the max, it requires also 214. So the process P1 got all the resource, so it will complete the task. Is it clear? So after allocating the 102 instance of resource E, resource F, resource G, the availability will be 432. Is it clear? Then what will happen? The process P1 will complete the task and it will release all the resources. So it will be 214 because we have allocated 214 to this one. Are you able to understand it or not? So it will be 6 units of resource E, 4 instance and 6 instance. So the availability currently is 646. Like this you can calculate, or you have the availability 534 and you can satisfy the requirements of P1 and you have given, and previously you have allocated 112. So for this one you can add 112, you will get 646. Is it clear? Are you able to understand? So the current availability is 646. With 646, can we satisfy the requirement of P3 or not. Is it clear? If we can satisfy the requirement of P3, then we can say that the system is safe. Otherwise, we can say that system is not safe. Look at the requirement of process P3. It needs 3 instances of resource E. We need 6, so we can give. It needs 4 instances of resource F. We can give. Am I right? And it needs 1 instance of resource G. We have 6, so we can give the EFG to the process P3. Now I have the availability is 646 and I have given 3 instance of resource E, 4 instance of resource F and 1 instance of resource G. So I will have the availability is 305. However, process P3, previously it is allocated 200 and currently I am allocating 341. It will be 541. This will be the current allocation. Am I right? After allocating 341 to the process P3, the allocation will be 541 and it requires 541 of resource E, resource F and resource G. So whatever its need we have provided, it will complete the task. Am I right? So it will complete the task and it will release the resource E, resource F and resource G. So what it has released? It has released 5 instances of resource E, 4 instances of resource F, 1 instance of resource G. So after it release, the availability will be 846. So this will be the availability. Are you able to understand it or not? So we have allocated the resources first to the process P0, process P2, P1 and then P3. So we have satisfied all the requirements. So I can say that the system is in safe state. If the option A is correct, option B, C, D will be wrong. Why? Option B, C, D, they are saying that the system is not in safe state. But however, we have proved that the system is in safe state. So the right answer for this question is option A. I hope you have understood how I solved this question. If you still have any doubts related to this question, feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will try to clear your doubts as early as possible. Thank you for watching the complete video. Have a nice day.